Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome. I am in the lobby of a hotel and I got bumped off my first oh, window. So if you are here, say hi in the comments. I'm on my phone. Hopefully, I'll be able to see those today. I was looking forward to being on my computer, um, but here I am on my phone. So, welcome if you're joining on the replay. We have about 4 minutes to wait for everybody else to join us. So while we're waiting, I just invite you to take a few deep breaths into your heart chakra. And I think I'm going to move because I'm right. All right, I'm moving because there's too many people coming out of the elevator where I was. Okay, I see one person here. Go ahead and say hi in the comments if you would. Let me see if my comments are working today. On my phone, at least I know that people are here because the numbers are starting to go up. So welcome. If you're joining live, hang tight with me for a minute. Pardon me. And if you're joining on the replay, hang tight. We got about 3 minutes to let everybody get here. And then I'm going to jump right in. Um, so as we're waiting, just begin to breathe full and slow and deep into your heart chakra. And let your body settle. Let your mind settle. And ask yourself, what are you here for today? It's a long weekend. It's a holiday Monday and 7 a.m. in California, whatever time it is where you are. And here you are. You made the choice to be here. And I'm glad you did. Welcome. So I'm not seeing any comments on my phone today. That's okay. Go ahead and put your two-word check in. And again, I see some more numbers coming in. So begin to just breathe full and slow and deep into your body. Fully land here with me. I am in a hotel lobby feeling slightly distracted, but not too bad. And as you're logging in and as you're breathing into your heart chakra, pop your two-word check in the comments. I will come back and take a peek at that, kind of get the pulse where everybody is on this long holiday weekend in the United States. We've got about 1 more minute, and then I'll jump in. It might be a quiet morning, fewer numbers today on the holiday weekend. Okay, it's 7 o'clock straight up, so I am going to jump right in. I want to invite you to take your jumper cables, take your right hand, put it on your heart chakra, take your left hand, put it on your right. And if it feels comfortable to you, take a big breath and on the exhale, close your eyes. And right away, I want to invite you to activate that gold ball of light. See that gold ball of light in your chest cavity that is the mental representation of your I am presence. That is the energy of your soul. And several months ago, we were told that that gold ball of energy is going to act like a river of light that's going to be the impetus and the flow that carries us through the obstacles on our obstacle course as they start to appear. A week ago, Saturday, you received your 1 week reminder for next week's energy update. And in that is the written message. I'm going to read that written message to you right now, and we're going to get a jump start. I'll flush it out with a bunch more information, but with your river of light activated in your chest cavity, I want you to invite the energy of your soul right now. I want you to invite the energy of your soul, your eternal beingness, to activate you right now at a higher level. Just turn the dial slightly on the frequency and have it bring you to curiosity. And from curiosity, see if you can just allow it to send impulses of thought into your conscious mind, your recovering, healing, wounded third dimensional persona mind, and hear these words from resonance rather than just memory of the mind. However that lands for you, really ask your higher self to connect you with the vibrational message of these words. And don't forget, you get it a week in advance so you can print it out and interact with it before we flush it out. I know some of you do that and some of you don't. Whatever works for you is fine with me. But today, I want us all to be on the level playing field, if you will. I want us all to have the message because I'm going to extract a piece of it today and then I'm going to flesh it out more next week. I want to let you know that I think, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago, one of the messages came through and it was like this sphere of light dropped into the collective of the elders and the masters of light. They kind of all merge now in this vibration of transmission. But this newer one showed up again, and it seemed to, and I don't know how it fits yet. It's incredibly, the feeling I have in my body is incredibly blissful. And it feels like a level up. Not that it feels like a level up in frequency, not a level up in intelligence or difference from the collective of the elders and the masters of light, but a level up of vibrational resonance that I'm feeling in my body, which is kind of fun and exciting. So I want to read it to you right now. And maybe I'll invite you to close your eyes if that helps you listen better. But here's the message, and it's speaking to you. Beloved one, now more than ever, it is time to surrender. You know what? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to move. All of a sudden, got busy in the lobby of the hotel, and because I didn't realize it, there's lobby bathrooms right behind me, and everybody's going into the bathroom. All right, here we go. Let's start again. Take a big breath. Exhale, anchor yourself back into River of Light. It's the River of Light who communicated this message. It's the River of Light who's activating it in you. It's the River of Light of the essence of your soul. So, beloved one, now more than ever, it is time to surrender into the deep knowing of your soul. This is the knowing. You, your soul, chose to be here in this extraordinary and unprecedented time. You are not here by accident. You are not late nor unprepared. You stand exactly at the threshold you, your soul, once promised yourself you would cross. There is a power within you that stirs now, rising like the dawn through the horizon of your being. It doesn't ask you to become more than you are. It asks only that you release the grip of fear. Fear will try and claim your mind, but your soul whispers a deep truth. You belong here. Your time is now. Your strength lives not in thought, but in the wisdom of your heart. The mind will resist. It'll clamor, scramble, and squirm. But the wisdom of the heart cannot be reached through the fear of the mind. I'm going to say that again. The mind will resist. It'll clamor, scramble, and squirm. But the wisdom of the heart cannot be reached through the fear of the mind. It opens only when you surrender, not in defeat, but in trust to the river of light that already flows within you. This river is ancient. It knows the way. When you allow it to move freely, your very presence becomes a beacon. Without a word, your frequency teaches. Without effort, you awaken others. We see how seductive the outer noise has become. Fear is broadcast from every direction, designed to anchor you in confusion. And yet, even this serves, for fear is not your enemy. Fear is the teacher who agreed to walk beside you now, so that you could remember what it feels like to rise. Look upon fear not with resistance, but with acknowledgement. Hold it in your awareness like a child who thrashes before it's soothed. In time, it softens, and in its place, you discover medicine. For years, through our conduit, we've reminded you this path is not of the mind. You cannot think your way into remembrance. You must surrender into it through alignment. Stillness and silence are not burdens, they are your superpowers. A single breath full of intention carries you further than hours of restless thought. Yes, your mind might protest, but the heart speaks a language beyond words, beyond thought. It's the rhythm of truth itself beating in your chest. Beloved, in the months to come, you will see much that unsettles you. Heroes revealed as false, trusted figures unmasked, waves of information crashing, some true, some distorted, each seeking to recapture your allegiance. You may even hear of off-planet kin described as threats. That just means aliens, beings from other star worlds. Don't dwell on that now, but it's in the message. Don't be tossed about like a vessel on a stormy sea. Anchor yourself instead in the river of light flowing in your I am presence. Here is your compass. Here is your truth. The unraveling you witness is not chaos without meaning. It is the dismantling of what cannot stand. Every collapse is a doorway. Every silence is an opening. Every challenge is a catalyst for awakening. Seeds you planted decades ago and even lifetimes before are breaking open now into light. Even the messiness is reason to rejoice, for it means the soil is fertile and the harvest is near. And know this, you are not alone. Family beyond this earth draws near, not to conquer, but to walk beside you, not to save you, but to remind you who you are. They will not arrive with fanfare, they will speak in subtle ways, a pulse in your heart, a resonance of quiet excitement, a whisper in your inner ear that feels more like remembrance than surprise. Don't be afraid. These are the first steps of reunion. Your soul chose this moment. You were born for this threshold. Every breath is an act of remembering, every silence, a doorway. Every act of kindness, a declaration of the new earth unfolding. Take heart, beloved one. You are not failing. You are not falling behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And we are with you always. In infinite devotion, we are the elders of the universe. Take a breath and let that land. And let me return to the portion I want to highlight today. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm just going to read a tiny little paragraph again. Turn the dial on your receiver. Beloved one, now more than ever, it is time to surrender into the deep knowing of your soul. You chose to be here in this extraordinary, unprecedented time. You're not here by accident. You're not late. You're not unprepared. You stand exactly at the threshold you once promised yourself you would cross. There is power within you that stirs now, rising like dawn light through the horizon of your being. It doesn't ask you to become more than you are. Let that land. Nothing's asking you to become more than you are. It asks only that you release the grip of fear. But your soul whispers a deeper truth. Well, fear, I'm sorry, will try to claim your mind, but your soul whispers a deeper truth. Hear this deeper truth. This is the crux of the entire message for this month. You belong here. Your time is now. Your strength lives not in thought, but in the wisdom of your heart. So here's what I want to ask you today, beautiful soul. Where are you in your surrender to the deeper knowing of your soul that you chose to be here? That's the opening line of this message. And that's the theme of the month. There's this stirring of the river of light in our chest cavity that is inviting us into a deeper surrender of your soul's knowing you chose to be here. Why is that important? Why are we being awakened to that remembrance? That's the question I want to ask you right now. Where are you in your acknowledgement? Where are you in your belief? Where are you in your ability to surrender to that knowledge of your soul, not your wounded mind? I'm not going to move you past that today. That's going to be what we're going to flesh out in the hour that we'll spend together on Saturday. But I want to put a gentle challenge out to you to um, this week, throw that question out into the ethers. Access the wisdom of your soul as it relates to the question it's presenting in this message. Where are you in your alignment to the knowing, the vibrational match of the knowing of your soul that your soul chose to be here right now? Nothing else to think about, no problem to solve, no situation to fix, just a deeper inquiry into your own internal landscape that says, "Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to face that question. Do I know that? Do I want to know that? How does it feel in my body when I discover yes, I do or no, I don't?" That's the place I want you to play in today, or I want to offer you to play in today for the entire week. Remember, the message will be reviewed every Magical Monday. But before we go into the deeper flesh out next Saturday, I want you to play in that question. So before we hang up, I want you to take your jumper cable and put it on your heart again. And I want you to take a big breath. And as you exhale, just close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And surrender as much as you're capable in this moment. Surrender into that energy of the essence of your I am present. Just melt into the ball of cold light in your chest cavity as much as you're capable right now. What do you feel? What do you sense? Is there resistance? Is there fear? Is there something else? There is nothing to fear. And this is where this energy in our soul that's expanding and coming online holds so much love. The vibration of love, the vibration of peace, the vibration of bliss, not to bring us into a state of calm in our old life, but to elevate us into navigating a whole new way of being as the circumstances and obstacles show up on our obstacle course. If you pause long enough, there's this courage coming online. And to allow the courage to come online, we have to acknowledge what's our current relationship with fear. That's what we're going to explore a little bit more on Saturday. But for this week, sit in the question, where am I in my surrender to the knowing that my soul chose to be here? That's where I'm going to leave you today. I love you tons. I hope you had I hope you had an enjoyable weekend. I have been in Anaheim with Wilkinson at a conference, a beautiful conference. We met some amazing people, had some wonderful breakthroughs. I'm sure Wilkinson will share his experience as we go forward. I'll share some of mine as we go forward. But for now, I just want you to know how much I love you and how awesome you're doing. You're kicking butt. Play with that question, see where it takes you, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye for now.